Welcome to this week's log on the development of the Ninth Wizard, Rings of Eternity. As you can see, visually the game has changed quite a bit, and today I'm going to show you how those changes have taken place and the guts behind the new isometric design. Creating a game that is easily moddable requires some very careful planning. We want every player to be able to create their own adventures, dungeons, and quests without the knowledge of scripting or code. Likewise, we want the engine to be powerful enough to be worth using. The isometric world is the first step in the right direction. Not only does the environment open up more possibilities visually, it offers a viewpoint that delivers more information and a better atmosphere. But we are far from a finished product. Our first concern is keeping it simple. As you can see in this image, it's as simple as it gets. The entire game has been broken down into the data structures, meaning that the game itself is nothing more than numbers, letters, and symbols. This is a working dungeon designer. We also created a powerful script to create random dungeon designs. Next, we added the engine that will take a simple text file and turn it into a working dungeon. This itself requires a few steps. First, we created an isometric grid that generates walls and doors from the file. Satisfied with how the engine built our dungeon from the data file, we began enhancing the engine to represent the dungeon world in an isometric view. Here you can see that we have added wall tiles. The green ones will become doors later on. Next, we started looking at how players would interact with the environment. Here we have a simple character that is locked into our grid structure, but movable with our mouse. The walls and doors appropriately calculate their depth, giving a three-dimensional feel despite the two-dimensional graphics. We were really excited by how this has started to look, but we also found some issues. If a character goes behind a wall, it can be difficult to see. As one possible solution, we added a function that will provide a transparency window around the character. This can be easily resized with the mouse wheel. We tweaked this quite a bit as we went along. Now you see we've added a spiffy background image, some floor tiles, and new tiles to represent our doors. We utilized dark color floor tiles to help represent the location of walls that are transparent. Please join me next week as I show you how we implement the dungeon shroud, lighting, and player controls. We hope you enjoy seeing the changes to the Ninth Wizard, Rings of Eternity.